abstract. Yeah, it's complicated what you say, the way you act. Well, it makes me so confused. I don't know what to do anymore. Can't you just make up your mind? My heart drops when you play around. How can you be up when I'm down? Don't wanna think about it right now. Maybe you just wanna be friends, but there is a fight when we are talking. Maybe you just wanna pretend, but I can read between the lines. Even if I can't deny that all the things you said are hurting, still wanna be with you. I think you want it too. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be. No, baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be. How it hurts to see you smile, like a dagger in me. She just seems so juvenile. I just want it to be me. I wanna set your world on fire. Oh, you're so sure I'll stick around. Oh, my heart drops when you play around. How can you be up when I'm down? Don't wanna think about it right now. Maybe you just wanna be friends, but there is a fight when we are talking. Maybe you just wanna pretend, but I can read between the lines. Even if I can't deny that all the things you said are hurting, still wanna be with you. I think you want it too. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be. Oh, even if I can't deny that all the things you said are hurting, still wanna be with you. I think you want it too. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna be. No, baby, I don't wanna be. No, baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be.
Hey everyone, I'm Pam from Stella Crafts by Pam, and thank you for joining us at the Card Maker Success Summit. I hope you guys had a great time with making the card that I provided for you. So if you haven't had a chance to check out my class, here is the card that I made. I'm trying to put it so that you can see it. I have some lighting issues right now, but it's an interactive pet sympathy card. So if you pull this up and down, you can see that the wings kind of like dance. And there's a background story to that. Real quick, it's just, I used to be a vet tech. So we had a hospital bird, and he always, every time we put on music, he would dance. So I kind of thought of, if like he were to pass, like what type of sympathy card would I want to send to the hospital to kind of remind them of the happy moments and stuff that we had with this particular bird. And he always, when he danced, he would say, "Come on, dance." So it was really funny. And I decided to make a pet sympathy card just in remembrance of something fun. Because sometimes making sympathy cards, it's kind of hard to know exactly what to say or what to write or what kind of card to make. And sometimes just talking to the people and talking about happy memories that they have, can help them feel comfort during that difficult time. And on the surface, it doesn't look like a pet sympathy card, but on the inside, it does say your companion is gone, but the memory lives on. If you took my class, you should have also gotten a handout. This has all of the materials, all the instructions, all of that stuff for you too. So if you want to remake the card, or if you just want to use the supplies you have. When I made my card, I took different supplies. Like I took this Lawn Fawn stamp set, and I took 2 different stamps and made one whole new stamp for my card. because you'll notice that this particular bird stamp isn't on here. I made it myself. The interactive die that Lawn Fawn came out with, it's supposed to be done a certain way. I modified it to work for me. So I always encourage people to use the supplies that you have and make them work for you. I use a program like Color My Life, and I have all my stamps and stuff organized in there, so I can search up a keyword if I'm looking for a bird or I'm looking for sympathy, and it tells me, you know, the name of the stamp company, all that, and I can find it in my stamps and work with what I've got. I don't have to go out and buy new supplies that someone else has used and have to use exactly what they're using. So, and also with the class, I included a download for what to write in pet sympathy cards. So you check out that download. It gives you a front and back of things that you could actually write in sympathy cards. Because like I said, it can be hard to find the right words to say. So I have provided that for you guys as well. And if you haven't already, I was kind of late to the game. I emailed Lawn Fawn, and they are sponsoring a giveaway. So they are giving a $25 gift card. So make sure that you check out the giveaway page, enter to win the gift card. It'll take you to my blog. And then we will be announcing the winner tomorrow. I think by 12 p.m. I'm going to cut it off tomorrow. And then we'll announce the winner sometime after that. We'll email you, and then Lawn Fawn will email you the gift card information. All right. Yes, thank you, Lawn Fawn, for that. That was appreciative. Pam, thank you for making the sympathy card, pet sympathy card. A lot of time we have friends and loved ones who have lost their pets, and it gives us ideas of what we can send to them. Thank you. Absolutely, no problem. Like I said, like anytime that I can personalize a card to a person, whether it's for sympathy or birthday or any type of card like that, like I try to make it personalized to the specific person, especially with pet sympathy cards, giving them some type of memory that they can, you know, laugh about and give them some comfort in, you know, dealing with the grieving process. How do you plan to make a card? Do you wing it? So usually when I plan to make a card, I do some sort of card sketch. So on my website, I have some downloads available. This is one of the downloads. It's a card sketch template. And basically what I do is I, you know, pick the size of my card. So for example, this is an A2 size and it's horizontal. And I use this to sketch out what I am going to do. I list down the supplies I might need. That's when I go in my Color My Life app, start listing down supplies that I have that I can use or alter, colors that I want to use, all those types of things. So I usually just kind of wing it. Yeah. I mean, I put down like a sketch idea, but like I'm coming up with ideas in my head, and just seeing what supplies I have that can make that happen. Sympathy cards are difficult for me, but I do think that they are a necessity and should be making more of them. I love the idea of a sympathy card for a pet too. Yes. Same thing with sympathy cards. You can always make them personalized to the actual person that has passed and give those people, you know, something good to remember. How did you get involved in card making? So, long story short, there used to be this thing called SwapBot like 10 years ago. And I started trading craft projects with people all around the world. And you would just basically pick a category or challenge what you wanted to participate in. And one of them was cards. And so I made my first card. I got a clear stem set from like Joann's or something, and I tried it and absolutely just fell in love. I'd always done some type of paper crafting before that. I did scrapbooking, other types of crafts, but card making was new to me at that point, and I've been doing it ever since. What is your favorite thing you enjoy crafting the most? Well, obviously, I guess definitely cards, but more specifically with my cards, I like to do interactive cards. I like to do stenciling and ink blending, seeing what type of colors and ink combos I can come up with. Um, I like to do critter cards a lot too. What was the program you used? Are you talking about the what I'm using for my stamp organization? It's Color My Life, and you can find it, you can access it on the website, and you can access it on an app in your phone. I think it's neat to have, as well, because if you go to, like if you go out to shop for your supplies, or you're at your computer, or what do they call them? Like I don't know, like Stamp Joy at Tailored Expressions. If you're out shopping, you can always pull it up on your app and see what supplies you already have. So if you want to see, if you have something close to what you're looking for, or you already have something close to what you're looking at, so you don't buy duplicates, and you can see if you already have it. So you don't buy duplicates. So I think it's very handy, especially on the go. I noticed that you cut your dies with the cutting side up. Is there a reason for that? Does it cut more precisely? I think why I did that specifically might have just been the particular sandwich that I had. I did briefly speak about the sandwich I'm using for my die cutting machine, which is two clear plates and two green plates. But even I think just yesterday, one of them snapped. So I am currently looking for a different sandwich, and it just depends. I always pick one plate to cut into, and whether I put the die upside down or face down, I guess it just depends on my mood, but I prefer to put it face down. What is your favorite type of card to make, and your favorite techniques? So, um, like I said before, I like the ink blending on stencils. Right now, one of my favorite things is um, Taylor Expressions has these Create and Quad stencils where there's 4 layers, but it makes 4 different card panels out of like an 8.5 or 8 by 10 um, sheet of paper. And then once you do all the layers of stenciling with your ink blending, you can cut them into 4 panels and gives you 4 cards. So that's kind of like my hook right now is of one of the things I like doing. But yeah, I always like making the critter cards. They're just fun to look at all the stamp set. Lawn Fawn's great for critter cards because all their stamps work together. Their dies, their stamps, they all work together. You can take so many different products from their line and just mix them up and make whatever it is that you have on your mind. I kind of like to think of card making as like a children's book, like how they have the little critters and everything. They have a story with just a picture. Um, so I feel like I'm just writing a story for my card, and often I think of like a story in my head, and that helps me with completing my card. I see a lot of stamps in the background. Are you in some designer teams? I used to be part of one design team, but they never sent me stamps. They didn't have stamps. But I've just been collecting over the past 10 years. So back there, I have like 8 bins, but all of my stamps are in there. So I have all of my like 5 by 7 type stamps, all my, what is it, like 8 by 6 stamps. I have them all together. They're not separate or anything like that. Does it take a lot of time to enter the stamp set information column? It actually doesn't take too long. I don't want to say how many stamps I have because it's really just too many. But literally, like I was using Evernote, and because they changed their pricing, I decided to go with Color My Life. And I had to re-enter all of my stamps. I still haven't done my dies and stencils. but it didn't take me much longer than a few weeks, if that, and I have a 11-month-old baby running around right now. Well, not really running, crawling around, but, you get the point. So, my time is limited, and I was able to get them all in. One of the cool features about them is that you can use your phone to scan the barcode of the product that you're importing, and a lot of those products are already in the system. So they'll come up with the like SKU number, the brand, the name of the stamp set, a picture of it, and everything will be right there for you. If not, you can always make a new file, and it really doesn't take much. I just put in the manufacturer, the name of the set, a picture. I don't do all the other stuff. I don't do the cost of the product, the SKU number, things like that. That's not important to me. Do you or how do you is it supposed to be color my stamps? If it's coloring my stamps, then I use Copic markers mostly. I have in the past used Zig markers. Oh, Purge. Okay. Well, I'll just say this real quick. Uh, I never mind. I lost my train of thought. So, how do I purge my stamps? Is that what the question is? I'm just trying to. Do you or how do you? I don't know. I guess it's purge. Um, Honestly, I don't really have a system for purging. I just kinda like, when I get new stamps, if they don't fit. Oh, I get it. Okay. If, I get new stamps and they don't fit, then that's when I start pulling stamps out. Like, I look at each and every stamp and it's like, "Do I like it? Do I not? Have I used it?" I know some people I've seen, use Post-it notes, and they put a Post-it note every time they use a stamp. At the end of the year, if they have stamps that they haven't used, then they just purge those stamps and make room for new. What am I using for lighting? Honestly, I'm just using a standard light and my ceiling light that came with my house. I wanna get some better lighting, for my videos though, but I haven't had the time to invest in it. How do you organize and store your dies? I organize and store my dies pretty much the same that I do with my stamps, except my stamps I do by manufacturer alphabetically and then by name of stamp. My dies I actually sort by type. So like interactive, rectangle, scene building, um, slimline, things like that. So, because I don't have as many dies as I do stamps, so it's easy to just kind of like go to the category I want and then flip through to see which one I want to use rather than using the Color My Life app. But I do intend to put them in my Color My Life app just so I can keep track of what I have. I love the interactive cards for a beginner. Do you have suggestions to make other pull tab cards? I mean, honestly, you could use the die as they intended. Um, Lawn Fawn has some great videos that they come out with each of their interactive dies. They have great interactive dies, and there's simple ones that you can do, like you can do shaker cards, scratch off cards. If you visit my channel on YouTube on Stellar Crafts by Pam, I have been doing a bunch of lives in the past week of different interactive cards, and I've shown, pretty much how simple some of them can be. Some of them are a little bit more complicated, but I think it just comes with time and experience that you get the hang of it, and then you can start modifying them to work for you. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. So just a reminder, make sure you go check out the video, get the printout with all the information, get that pet sympathy handout that tells you what you can write in pet sympathy cards. And if you haven't had a chance already, go check out the giveaway page because we just entered my Lawn Fawn giveaway yesterday, so it has not been up there for weeks. So check it out, enter, and you have until 12 o'clock tomorrow. And I'll pull the person, the winner, and we'll notify you by email.